YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another vlog. So it is currently, what's the time? 10:15 in the morning and Tom is at work. I'm just gonna place you, I've not placed you here before. Oh, that's snazzy. I'm just gonna place you there so that I can set off. Okay, maybe not the best angle, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. First things first, I am heading off to my mum's because I just want to go see her, to be honest. And I'm actually really lucky in the sense that my mum lives really close by to me actually. She lives probably like 5-10 minute drive away, which is really good. For those of you that don't know, my parents separated, so they separated when I was younger. So I've got my mum, my stepdad, and then I've got 2 brothers and a sister that was my mum and stepdad. And then I've also got obviously my dad, my stepmum, and 2 brothers from that side as well. So I'm very lucky in the fact that I have lots of siblings. So I think I'm gonna go see my mum today, and then I think I'm gonna go see my dad tomorrow. My dad lives a little bit further out, but still it's only like 20-25 minutes away, so it's not exactly far. But yeah, heading off to go see my mum now. And then what else are we doing today? I need to go to Tom&EL because I've finally bought one of those heated air dryers. Let me know in the comments if any of you have one of those, but I've been wanting to buy one for so long. I didn't know if it was going to be any good or not, but I put a question over on Instagram the other day and a lot of people said they were worth it, so I'm going to go pick one of those up today because honestly with this weather I'm really struggling to keep up with my washing because we only have one air dryer. So obviously it piles up and then you've got to wait for the stuff on the air dryer to dry and blah blah. Like, I'm not being funny, it should be warm now and we should be able to put our washing out on the line. I literally can't wait until I'm able to do that again. What has life come to? I can't wait to put my washing out on the line. Love that. But anyways, so long story short, I'm just blabbering on now. I decided to buy a heated airer just because I thought then I can obviously do more washing, and I've got 2. Long story short, that was the most boring story you've probably ever heard, but I need to go pick that up. And then I'm also going to the hairdresser's just for a little touch up. So basically she's just gonna do, is it called your T section? I often call it the T-zone. That's definitely your face, Ellie. I'm sure it's called the T-section. But basically she's just going to do the top, the sides, the underneath, and then probably like the front just to freshen it up a little bit. And then I'll go back before my holiday to get the full works done again, which is very exciting. And then I also want to do some baking today. I really want to make the mini egg cookie bars. I feel like I've literally not made them in so long. And honestly, they are mine and Tommy's favourite ever thing that I've baked, I think. And we've not had them in ages, so I want to bake them. I did make actually the cookie bars with Kinder Bueno, and they were nice. I think I actually vlogged it, yeah I did, it was a while back. And they were nice, but they're not the same as the mini egg cookie bars. So I want to make them again. And then tonight, we've actually got a little bit of a date night, which I'm so excited for. For those of you that know me and Tom, you will know that we absolutely love going to the cinema. It's like our favourite thing to do. Like before lockdown, honestly, we were there every single weekend. So we're going to the cinema tonight. I'm not even gonna lie, I can't remember what we're going to see. I just looked on The View online and I looked at the sort of time we wanted to go and I looked through what was available and just clicked on a random one. So I will let you know what we're going to see, but I can't remember at this moment in time. And then also we're going to Frankie and Benny's. Again, that's probably our favourite place out to eat. Just love a good old Frankie and Benny's. However, saying that, Tommy's favourite thing on the menu used to be the massive hot dogs that you could get because they remind us so much of like America. They were so good, and I think they've stopped doing them, or they did stop doing them last time we'd gone, unless maybe they stopped doing them because of COVID. I don't know. They might be back on the menu, but who knows. But yeah, so we're going to go on a date night to the cinema and Frankie and Benny's, which I'm also looking forward to. So that was a very long introduction. If you are excited for the video, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I shall see you when I get to my mum's. So I've just got to my mum's now, and I just wanted to show you this air freshener that I bought the other day. Do you know what, when I first passed my test, I used to always get the Jelly Bean. Is it the Jelly Bean air fresheners? But I saw this one the other day and it's a cocktail smell. I can't think what it's called. Is it like pink mojito or something like that? Honestly, it smells absolutely unreal. Like, it's lasted probably near enough a week, and every time I get in I can really smell it, and I think that's really rare with air fresheners, so I would highly recommend that. And also I've just thought I'm not even sure if my mum's in. Because she lives so close, I just turn up unexpectedly all the time. And my mum's actually a carer. She doesn't usually work Saturdays, but I feel like I remember her telling me she's working this Saturday, so let's just hope somebody's in. Fingers crossed. And also, as well, I don't know if I showed you that we've got our wheels changed in our car. Oh my god, it looks so much better. Let me show you now. How much better do they look? Absolutely love them. Right, let's go see if anyone's in. Okay, this is always a good sign when the door's locked. Absolutely no one's in, which is amazing. Also, I've just realised my camera's been on zoom the whole way, so love that for me as well. So, change of plan. I'm going to head to TOM&EL now to pick up my Errands, and then I'm going to come back. What's the time actually? It is 10:30. Yes, I'm going to go to TOM&EL and pick up the Errands. And then on the way back I might just pop in again and see if anyone's in. And then I'm going to go home, and then obviously I've got my hair. So I went to TOM&EL to pick up the Errands. There we have it. And then by the time I'd gone into TOM&EL, it was like 11:15. So I was like, it's pointless going home now, so my appointment's at 12. So I just nipped to B&M because I needed to get some washing stuff. So I went to B&M and it's now 20 to 12, so I've just parked up and I'm just going to wait 10 minutes and then I'm going to go into the hairdressers. So I think what I'll probably do is on the way back, depending on the time, drive past my mum, see if anyone's in, then I'm going to go home and do some baking. But the reason I say depending on time is because obviously we've got the cinema later, so I'm just going to wait and see what time it is when I finish the hairdressers. I'm going to go to the hairdressers now and I shall see you when I get out. I've just got back from the hairdressers now. It is currently 5 to 4. I was in the hairdressers for a lot longer than what I thought I was going to be. So yeah, I haven't managed to do any baking today because like I say, we've got to be setting off at 4:30 to go to the cinema because our table's booked at Frankie and Benny's for 5:30. So I think we are going to carry the vlog on to tomorrow so that we can do the baking together because I really want to bake the mini egg cookie bar. But I don't know who this man is in the house because I've literally come back and we've had 2 wash loads on.
Yes, we have.
He's stood washing the pots.
Yes, I am.
He's changed the bins.
Yes, I have.
What else have you done?
Oh, just so much.
The Zaflora's on the side, so he's done
day.
something with Zaflora.
I cleaned all this, you know, like underneath where the pot's dry because that is like a bane of mine. It's something that really stresses me out. If there's muck under there, I don't like it, so I do clean that quite often.
So there we go. We've got washing, drying over there, washing in the tumble dryer.
Oh, just washing on. Yeah, what else have I done?
So I've literally come in stressed like, oh my god, I've not got time, got so much to do, and he's just taking the stress away.
There you go.
So thank you so much.
Oh, you know.
I really appreciate that.
Do you though?
I really, really appreciate it. Does anyone else feel like when their boyfriend does stuff you need to like proper really say thank you so many times?
Yeah.
Because otherwise he goes, you don't appreciate it. But then I sort of do think I do it all the time, but I still appreciate it.
Oh, you do it all the time, and the one time that I do it, then we need some appreciation.
Okay, well there you go. I am very grateful. But like I say, I was in the hairdressers for a lot longer than what I thought. And then you know when it's like the day just sort of goes away with you, doesn't it? So I'm going to do some baking tomorrow, so I will just carry it on for that little section tomorrow. Went to B&M like I said earlier, and I just picked up some of these fabulous wipes in the scent Rainbow Drops, which I've not tried before. And then I also picked up just some washing stuff like I said, so I bought the Exotic Bloom Lenore scent boosters and then the same in the fabric conditioner. And then I also bought this washing machine cleaner.
Who is this man?
It's washing machine cleaner.
Everything's just so clean. Do you know,
actually really
do you know what?
it.
I'm done now.
Oh, it smells divine. Oh yeah, Tom, that's our heated area. I thought that. Do you think we could leave that on while we go out or not?
No, I'm not leaving that on while I go out.
Would you not?
No.
Because when I was reading up on them, someone said that they're really good to leave on overnight and your clothes are done in the morning.
Right, I'm not taking that risk. I mean, I dare say that is probably absolutely fine, but me as a risk-free person, I'm not leaving it on overnight.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What was I saying? So yeah, I got those from B&M, and then on the way back I also popped to Morrison's just to get some goods for the cinema, obviously, some nibbles. But I also went to get some butter for my baking tomorrow, some chocolate chips and some mini eggs, because that's the ingredients that I didn't have in. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I'm now just going to go start getting ready for the cinema. I've literally got like half an hour. I think I'm just going to like top up my makeup and then just maybe curl my hair, because she's dried it and everything and it's straight, but I'm just going to put a bit of a curl in, I think. Are you excited to go for food?
I'm just excited for normality.
Honestly, I don't even know what film we're seeing, Tom. Do you?
I don't even care what film I'm seeing.
Let me tell you.
I will literally watch. I'll watch Frozen for all I care.
We're going to see. It's called Spiral from the Book of Saw.
What's it about?
Don't know.
Ah, cool.
No.
But like we said, we're not bothered. We're rolling with it.
We're not bothered. Oh, also, I don't think I've shown you my new nails. How nice are them? Like a lemony, like a pastel lemon colour, but also, I'm sorry, obviously that's upside down, but I got them on my thumb. How cute. And then I got my toes done, which are just like a lemon. They're exactly the same colour, but they just haven't got the smiley faces on. Yeah, I need to tidy up my mess, and then I'm gonna go start getting ready. I'm just about to start getting ready. Sorry if you can hear banging, because we've got the windows open, because we've got the heating on full blast, because we're trying to dry all the washing, but obviously it's really, really warm. So I'm just gonna curl my hair. I'm gonna use the Molly Way Beauty Works curler. It's the first one she did. I'm just going to spray my hair with some heat protection. I'm using the Got To Be, this one. It's really, really good. And then, like I said, I'm just going to curl it. I'm not going to pin it or anything because I don't have time. And then for my makeup, I'm literally just going to have to go over what I've already got on. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I literally just take the hair, wrap it round, and then hold it for like 10 seconds, I'd say, just till I feel like it's ready. And then I'll catch it, and like I say, I'm not going to pin them or anything because I've not got the time, so I'm just going to leave them to drop and then brush them out at the end. Also, I don't really know what to wear to the cinema because I'm not one of these people that dresses up to go to the cinema. I like to be comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Because you just sat, aren't you, for like, what, 2 hours? I'd rather be comfortable, but I don't know whether to maybe just... I don't know if to go cash or maybe like just put a little bit of effort in, maybe wear some like leather look leggings and a jumper or something. Not fully dressy, but let me know in the comments down below, what do you wear to the cinema? Do you like go dressy or would you just go cosy and comfortable? That's the thing as well. I think the cinemas are always so cold because of the aircon. I just like to be comfortable. Like the cinema is literally our happy place. We absolutely love going to the cinema so much, so I'm just so glad that they're open again. But I am just going to finish off curling my hair. I'm going to put a little bit of a time lapse on of me curling the rest of my hair, and then I will talk to you once I've finished it.
You're gone now, will you coming back? Yeah, I know that, yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
Okay, so I've just finished curling my hair. I'm not gonna lie, that was a mad rush. Usually I would take a little bit more time than that, and sometimes, like I said, pink curling, but not always. But I feel like the curls are already quite loose because I wasn't obviously taking my time as much as I usually would. You hate rushing. Actually, cannot stand rushing around, and it's now, what's the time? 4:25. So I've literally got 5 minutes. But I think I'm just going to wear my leather look leggings and then my trainers, and then just maybe like a jumper or something is what I'm thinking. I'm not going like full casual in the joggers, but then I am going to still put a jumper or a sweater on because, wow, I told you the window's open. So yeah, I'm not going too cash, but I'm not going really dressy. You get my gist. And Tommy's one of those people as well. He was always like, are you going to be ready? And you know, like when you're in the peak of getting ready and you just don't need somebody to ask you that. You're already stressed, like trying to rush, and they go, you're going to be ready. And you're just like, you really just didn't need to say that at all. That's literally all I've got time for my makeup. I'm going to put my leggings on now, put a jumper on, and then I'm going to brush these out as the last thing. Like I say, because I've done it so quickly, they're not going to be as bouncy as I would have liked them to be. But it is what it is. We had to do what we had in the time we had. And we're just gonna have to live with that. So I've just put a sweatshirt on, and then I've got my leather trousers on, like I said. Do you know what makes it even worse as well? And I knew he was gonna do this. I'll be in the car, and you're like, way to put more pressure on me. You're already running around stressing like a stress head. and then they drop the "I'll wait in the car" one on you, and you're like, don't appreciate that one, babe. Really don't appreciate that when I'm already stressed out running around the house. So this is the final hair. Like I say, look, it's not looking how I'd usually like it to look. The curls have dropped too much because I didn't leave them to set or cool long enough. I literally left them to set for like 5 minutes and then brushed them out, especially this side. So it's pretty much all dropped out, but it's better than what it was before, so we're just gonna live with it. I'm gonna put a little bit of serum through my hair now, and then I better go get in the car because otherwise he's gonna lose his head. Okay, so we're finally in the car. I honestly feel like my leather leggings are stuck to my legs because I'm so sweating from rushing around, and I'm just really not comfortable. I've been rushing around all day.
You look fantastic though.
I mean, thank you, I don't feel it, but so do you. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
On point, that colour really suits you.
Very kind.
Like I said, in the end I just put a sweatshirt on and then I've got my leather leggings on.
And in classic Ellie Woodlow fashion, she's late.
I was late by 3 minutes. I mean, come on, I think that's pretty good going, to be quite honest. Don't you?
Well, late is late, whether you're late by a second or you're late by an hour.
I am always late, but I'm never late to important things.
But this is important.
This is important, correct, but I mean, like, I'd never be late to work or anything like that, but I'm late to other stuff in like my social life, not the best. I just always seem to be rushing around, but that's just me. Just gotta live with it, babe. So anyways, like I say, we're just gonna head off to the cinema now, and we shall see you in Frankie and Benny's. I'm so excited for Frankie and Benny's here.
I'm just so ready for it.
Literally, I'm so ready for it. And it is served.
Yes.
Yum, yum, yum. Well, do you know what, guys? I'm really sad. Because that meal was not the Frankie and Benny's we know, was it?
I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt of just opening on Monday, we're less than a week in, but it wasn't just, it felt like it was a training. I don't know, I don't like to sit and
no, I don't want to slate it because it wasn't bad, but usually, for one, my wrap wasn't there, which I was really sad about, but apparently it still happens on a lunchtime, it's still there. You were buzzing because the hot dogs were available.
I was buzzing when I saw the hot dogs on the menu. However, having had the hot dog, it was literally like a hot dog you would get from Tesco.
Basically the hot dogs used to be like proper American hot dogs, didn't they? Like really
a foot
big,
long, I would say.
Like just an American style hot dog, which was obviously amazing. These ones were not much bigger than the hot dog buns you buy from Tesco's, were they?
Yeah, no, they weren't.
That's what it was like. So it was nice, but it wasn't like, I wouldn't be rushing back to get that hot dog again, let's put it that way. But what a coincidence, right? So we sat down, sorry, Tommy's just gonna start driving, but we sat down to eat, and then two of our really close friends walked in and we were like, what? And they literally sat the table next to us, didn't they? And we were like, are you off to the cinema? And they were like, yeah, what are you going to see? And they said Spiral, the Saw book or something. We were like, oh my god, same. So how much of a coincidence that two of our closest friends turned up at the cinema and the same restaurant as us? I just think that's crazy.
Madness.
Like they came in and I was like, but anyways, we're gonna now head off to Tesco's. We're quite a bit early, aren't we? What time is it?
We're massively early. It is currently 13 minutes past 6.
So all this issue with rushing around, the thing is, right, the table when I booked it, it was 5:30 until 7:15. That was the slot. So I thought, oh, maybe service is a bit slower, they might be busy, I don't know, because it was like till 7:15. But our film starts at 10, so I thought, oh, that's perfect timing. But in reality, that was another thing I'd say actually. It was like, it was a little bit rushed service, I would say, today, where it's not usually like that at all.
No, they were very, like, as soon as we sat down, they were like, can we take your drinks? Can we? I don't know, yeah. And
then, like, if our drink wasn't here, it was like, right, let me go take your drink. And I was like, we've literally just ordered it. Like, I'm not slagging it off because we love that place and we'll definitely be going back, but I wasn't as impressed as I usually am.
It's a die-hard restaurant for us.
Yeah, it's like one of our favourites, but it could just be that they've just opened and it's just so busy, so they have to rush. Like,
I think we should give them the benefit of the doubt.
I generally think that's probably the reason, and it's totally fine. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm grateful that we can even go out for tea. So let's just think of the positives. But long story short, the reason I went on about all that was we're very early. So I thought we'd be there till about 7:15, but it's actually only 6:15. So we've got like 35 minutes until our cinema. However, we do like to go in and we like to watch all the adverts and stuff. So
they're like my favourite part of the cinema. I love to see what films are coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not, I wouldn't say it's my favourite part of the cinema, but yeah.
It's a really good part. So anyway, we're gonna go into Tesco's and just have a little mooch around out for a bit, and then we will head off into the cinema. So we've just realised, because the title's called Circle the something something the Saw, You think it's going to be a horror, don't you, Tom?
100%. I think it's going to be a horror.
Well, I did not know that when I booked it. I'm hoping it's not a horror. Because I don't like horrors.
I think it is a horror movie. For sure.
Literally, we aren't horror movie people.
No, horror's not our genre of movie whatsoever.
Do you know what though? Like I said to you, I literally just went on the rough time we wanted to come and that one came up, so I just went with it. Do you know what I mean?
Awesome.
So wish us
Really
luck,
nice.
guys, because we've just pulled up at the cinema now. It's literally there. And we're probably going to go and have the fright of our lives. How are you feeling?
Just happy to be here, if I'm
Same.
honest.
Very happy. But we don't know how scary this film's going to be. Let's be
I
honest.
actually know nothing about this film whatsoever.
I don't, so we're going in with no expectations. Other than, we're both probably going to be sat in our chairs trembling like this.
Probably
So
very
yeah,
true.
wish us luck. Guys, I was so like literally trembling.
My hand's gone white from how much
Do you know
it was
what?
squeezing.
Right, listen, it wasn't a horror film. It definitely wasn't a horror film, was it?
No, I
I
actually loved it.
It was such a good film. Like, I would highly, highly, highly recommend. Let's put it up there. Like I say, it wasn't a horror film, but I just don't like people getting killed and stuff. I love them types of films, but I always cling on to Tony and I like shaking like a leaf. I'm not just talking about getting people killed, like slaughtering people.
Oh yeah, it was like
torturing
them.
torturing
it was awesome.
people. But, which is why I was shaking and clinging on Tommy, but it was such an amazing film. I
Such
really
a good
loved
film.
that.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a really good film. It just wasn't what I expected. It was the whole Jigsaw theme. Like, that's like obviously a franchise film, like the Jigsaw, Evening Mr. Magpie's Partner.
Saw. It's Saw, isn't it?
Saw, yeah. So, but we've obviously never seen.
Is that what Saw is? Jigsaw?
Yeah, it must be that guy.
Let us know in the comments below if you've seen Saw below, because we've never seen it, but the film was called, what was it called?
Circle?
Circles, hang on and I'll tell you. Spiral from the book of Saw.
There you go.
So
there were some big actors in there as well. Samuel L. Jackson was in it. It was just a real good quality
it was
film.
really, I'd highly recommend going to see it, would you?
I'm not sure I'd watch it again. Massive twist. I'm not going to spoil any of
the
it for you.
ending was a shocker. Like, I did
Massive
not expect
twist.
that.
But yeah, we won't spoil
Highly
any of the film.
recommend, but don't go on your own.
Yeah, a little bit mental.
So I was like this.
Yeah, I'm very glad it wasn't a horror. It was nothing to do with sort of
Spooky
the supernatural or anything like that. It was just a pure torture
It's a bit
film.
like an action film, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
bit detective-y.
We like
bit...
them types of films though. I like our
We
favourite
do.
type.
Very true.
And also, can we just appreciate how light it still is? And it's what time? Half past eight. And it's still like bright daylight. But yeah, like I say, really, really good film, would highly recommend. So it's now the next day. It is actually currently 4:15 in the afternoon. We've had a really, really lovely day. We actually went to the Sea Life Centre with some of Tommy's family, which was really, really nice to just go off and do something with the family again. But we've just got home and it is Sunday, so I am going to bake the mini egg cookie bar as promised. So we're just going to do that now. So the ingredients that you're going to need, I'm just going to show you it all, are some plain flour, some granulated sugar, and also some light brown sugar. You're going to need some salt, some bicarbonate of soda, corn flour, unsalted butter. You're going to need some chocolate chips. Now, I usually use the milk chocolate chips, but today I'm going to go for the white chocolate ones because I just thought they taste really nice. And then also you need some mini eggs. Now, I think I said this to you before, but because it's not Easter, I can never seem to find mini eggs anywhere. So I had to get a pick a mix, so I just got literally a bag full of mini eggs. So I'm hoping that there's enough in there. I'm pretty sure there will be. But that is all the ingredients that you will need. I will pop the ingredients in the description box below as well, just in case anybody does want to make any of it. But I am going to talk you through how I make it now anyway, and we can make it together. Okay, so the recipe says to get a large bowl, which I've got. And I am just following the recipe from Jane's Patisserie, as always. I use this site all the time for baking. It's such a good website. I'll leave this in the description box as well. But it says preheat your oven to 190 or 170 if it's a fan. And then we need to whisk or mix together the plain flour, bicarbonate salt and corn flour so it's evenly distributed. First thing we need to use is 275 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of the bicarbonate of soda. I don't know if I say that right, but you know what I mean. So just 1 teaspoon of that, and then 1 tablespoon of the corn flour. And it just says mix together until even. Okay, so then it says we need to melt the butter. So we are gonna need 115 grams of unsalted butter. And then we're just gonna melt that up. Okay, so I've then just measured out my sugar. We've done 55 grams of the granulated and then 135 grams of the light brown sugar. And then it just says to add the butter and the sugar together. So I'm just gonna pour my melted butter into there now and then mix that together until the sugar has dissolved. So you just need 1 medium egg, which actually I think I forgot to say at the start. So you're gonna need 1 medium egg. So I'm just gonna crack that into there. And then you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of your vanilla extract. So once all that is in, I'm then just gonna add my dry ingredients to the buttered ingredients. And then I am going to add my salt because I forgot to add this at the beginning, but you should have added this at the beginning when you did your flour and your dry ingredients. But you literally need half a teaspoon of salt into there. And then once all that's mixed together, you're just going to add in your mini eggs, but we're going to leave a handful because we're going to put them on the top at the end. So we now need 300 grams of mini eggs. Then finally, once you've mixed all of those in, we are going to add 100 grams of milk chocolate chips. Now that pack is 100 grams. I'm just going to pour a full pack in. Like I say, I'm using white chocolate today. I would usually use milk chocolate, but I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. Last but not least, I am going to get the tray and I'm just going to line it with baking paper. And then I'm just going to pour the mixture into here. And then once it's nice and flat like that, I usually take up about half of this tray because it's a little bit too big. If you have got any spare mini eggs, you can then just place them on the top. Now, to be fair, I did put quite a lot of mini eggs in. So I'm literally just gonna place some maybe in the places where I can't see them. And then I'm literally just gonna put this in the oven for, it says around 18 to 22 minutes. So I'm gonna put it in for 18 and then I'll see how it's getting on. And then whilst that's in the oven, I've just put Alexa on for 18 minutes. The not so fun part, the tidying up. These are the finished result. I did leave them to cool for around about 30 minutes, but as you can see, they are still quite gooey inside. You can see the white chocolate, but we like them like that, and then obviously we'll harden up the longer we leave them. So we are now just about to do a taste test. Are you ready? Oh, you've picked the gooeyest bit.
Oh, I won't pick that one then.
And that one's quite gooey as well.
I'll pick that one. Oh, they are quite gooey.
Which bit do I want then?
Oh, it's crumbling on me.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
I put white chocolate in it this
time.
time.
I've got it everywhere. Oh my god.
Right, you ready? It tastes just like, I know it is cookie dough, but it tastes a bit like, you know in Pizza Hut, the cookie dough?
Yeah, that is how melted they are, like the mini eggs are just crumbling on me. How good though. It's good
really good.
baking recipe.
Like I say, obviously if you leave it to cool for a bit longer, it won't be as gooey. But I think it's quite nice. Gooey, do you?
Like warm and gooey.
Really nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, would really recommend that recipe. We make them all the time. I was saying earlier, they're like our favourite baking treat, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually made them. You always do the baking,
but your favourites of what I make, I mean.
Yeah, probably
and
is, actually.
I was also saying, when I made the Kinder Bueno ones, they were nice, but they're not as nice as the mini egg ones,
No, they're not. No idea.
Nowhere near as nice. But anyways guys, that is going to go ahead and end today's video. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and we shall see you in the next one.
Bye.